Hello and welcome to the next R2-D2 video, where we're going to be building more of the body this time, including the outer shell and the framework. So to start off with, then we look at what comes in issue 72, which is R2-D2's speaker. So his voice box, the thing that gives him all his characteristics. It's a really nice looking speaker. I really like that silver work there. It's a shame we're not really going to see that, because that's really quite nice. So the first thing we need to do is attach this part here, which has got some gorgeous, again, blue and silver detailing. We want to make sure that we attach it so the arrow there faces the bottom of this little cutout part here. So we just push that in there like that, flip it around, and you see that the arrow is pointing to that little notch there like that. We then get this piece, which is obviously the speaker grate with all the holes. And you see there's got a little notch at the bottom there, and that little notch goes into that little hole there like that. And then we screw it in the middle with one of these black screws. There we go. I actually found that a little bit fiddly, not really sure why, and it is a little loose, probably looser than I'd like. But we will attach that all down properly in just a second. We next get this speaker. We just pop the speaker on there like that with this wire sticking up. And then we need to get this black part here, and we need to just undo this a little bit so that the wire goes through that little hole at the top there. It just feeds through there like that, so none of the wires get caught, and then we just screw it down. And sorry for cutting there so early on into the video. I had a real issue screwing this piece down because I didn't know which damn screws to use. I mean, this is a great build, it's a really easy build, but these screws are really letting it down because we get the screws so many weeks before we actually use them, and I just don't know which ones they are, especially when they give too many almost. But yeah, okay, so I found screws that work, and that part is in there securely, and it looks like that from the front. I really like the fact that you don't see speaker holes at the front here, they are covered. But this is where R2-D2 will talk from. All his beeps and whistles will all come from there, which is really nice. And yeah, that is issue 73 all done. Pretty much the back panel all done. We just need the other arm part, which I'm sure will come very, very soon. But yeah, that is issue 73 all done. Sorry, issue 72 all done. We're now moving on to issue 73 and more of the framework. And thank you for the people that called out that I'd done this part wrong. BB20 does not show on both sides. Usually with these builds, if you have the kind of wording all facing the right way, you're doing it correct. But for some reason, it is different for this R2-D2 part. BF20 is shown there, but then you need to flip around this one so that BF20 is shown on the bottom there like that, and they need to be symmetrical. So these two holes there need to be mirror image of those two holes there, and like that. So that's how you know they got the right way around. Thank you for those people who told me that I had done it wrong. But moving on to the parts we get in issue 73, and we get a lot of heavy metal parts here, which is great. Oh, look, we also get so many screws, and they're all mixed up, and they're all different sizes inside, and I'm just going to go wrong with that. I'm going to go wrong. Oh, another moan about the screws. That's probably what this video is going to be called. Really sorry about that. Anyway, moving on then to attaching these rods onto this bottom part of R2-D2's frame. And we'll be needing these kind of screws that are supplied in this issue. So take a good look. Those are the ones that we will be needing. And we just need to attach these frames. They have kind of a blank end there, and then like a screw hole in there. Oh, actually no, they're the same. They're the same either way, so it doesn't really matter which way around you put these tubing parts. So the first one will go into this hole there, and you just push the screw through the hole, and then you just screw that on there like that, very loosely. You obviously tighten it in just a moment. You then do the same for the opposite side. So push the screw through. Oops. Push the screw through and then tighten down the rod. There we go. So it's loosely there. Ooh, very loosely there. Like that. Now I have done this wrong again, because the next two poles go in this hole there and this hole here. But these two holes need to be on this side of the framework. So I took the wrong BP20 part and flipped it. I should have taken out the other one. So I'm just going to quickly do that and then screw these poles down. Okay, so what I essentially had to do there was just completely disassemble this and then reassemble. It is all correct now. We have BP20 facing the right way, but we're not yet done. There are still two more pieces to attach to this framework, and namely these two pieces here, BF18 and BF18 again. Now, you have to be careful with this piece. I know being careful is not something that I have been doing, but you really do, because even though they may look the same, the holes on these parts are different. So you see, we've got threaded holes on this side, and then on this side, they are not threaded. They are just holes. Okay, so we need the threaded side for what we're going to do today, and I believe it goes on like this. No, I was right the first time. Like this, and then we get one of these smaller silver screws, not the big ones. Oh, I've already got one attached. Like that, and we just push it into the threaded hole of this piece, and then into the threaded hole of the framework there. Oh, like that. I don't think that was going into the threaded hole there. Now it is. Oh, maybe this screw's too small. Hey, guess, look at that. I got the screws wrong. They're in this peg here. So let's try this again with the correct screws. Make sure you got the threaded holes. I have, yeah, good. And that just goes in there. This isn't the right screw either, is it? It's far too big. Okay, let's try these. This one goes in this time. Why? I really do try and keep all the screws separate and all the screws separate in their little compartments, but for some weird reason still I use the wrong ones, and I don't think that's fully in properly. Look, there's a little gap there. I don't know anymore. Look, I keep them all in this. They're all in their compartments, you see, apart from those ones there, but ignore them. But I'll put all the new ones away, and yeah, but that is what it looks like when it's all done. You got these parts jetting in, and these are the unthreaded holes. These are wobbly, so we'll have to tighten them properly. I'm still not entirely sure these are the right ones because they are quite wobbly. But I don't know what other silver screws I can use. I used them all. I've used them all. I'm going to end this video here. I hope you've enjoyed this video. See you in 2 weeks' time for more R2-D2. Until then, take care. Bye-bye. I just want to to thank my patrons John Medney, Jay Fauschenbauer, Tom Butcher, Jerry Wilson, Omar Khan, Gary Lewis, Simon Edwards, John Dunseith, Glenn Philo, Andrew Woods, Fabio Gugel, Simon Dunn, Brick Bardo, Thomas Parker, David Cunningham, Mark Frampton, Louis Pays, Terry Schwanditz, Donovan Asmawid Jaja, James Brown Jr., Jan Hendrik Volbeer, the Miskatonic University Podcast, Dave Westbury, Michael Chambers, Marcus Simon, Vince Steele, Savigny Barrett, Michael Anderson, and Flash. Without you guys, this video would not have been possible, so thank you very much.